Now let's talk about the key principles of prompt engineering. The first one being specificity and clarity. Now, it's important, clear and precise instructions are important, of course, to get the accurate results. Ambiguity can lead to undesired and irrelevant outputs. That's why crafting unambiguous prompts with explicit context is essential to guide the model most effectively. Second is the contextualization, where we provide the relevant context to help the language model understand the desired task more properly. Fine tuning the model responses for specific domains or application, always require you to incorporate context to improve the accuracy and relevance. Always tell from where you are coming in, what perspective you are looking at, what is the background for seeking this information. That gives a really good context to the models. And third is the control and bias mitigation. This is also one of the main principle. Now here we try to control the language model output by ensuring there is a fairness, and we are trying to mitigate the biasing. So techniques like debiasing, rephrasing, or let's say incorporating explicit instruction can be employed to achieve more ethical and inclusive responses. So these are the key principles. Now let's talk about some of the practical applications of prompt engineering. Uh, One of these are question answering systems. If you have effective prompt engineering already enabled, you can see that there would be accurate and relevant answers to the questions. So such system would be more successful. By carefully designing the prompts, you can extract the precise answers from the language model, thus improving the performance of the various domains and data sets. So starting with, you can start with, let's say, a single domain, and once you have created a great ecosystem around that, you can also move towards the other domains. Then text generation and creative writing. Of course, prompt engineering can help you to generate diverse and creative outputs. If you want the language model like ChatGPT to be very, um, let's say, creative, all you have to do is your prompt has to include that. Let's say, I'm looking to your help for a idea for a blog, and it has to be quite creative. Those sort of inputs you have to give so that more creative output you can get out of it, right? You can also give the specific ideas on styles of writing, what sort of storytelling you would like to have, content generation, what other things you would like to include. All those things really help you to reach towards that creative content writing. Then language translation. So prompt engineering always also help you to improve the accuracy and coherence of translation. And we would always want that our translation model or tool should be very accurate, and that only would lead to the success. Another application is a summarization tool. We have seen there's a lot of demand for summarization for articles, where you might have seen a very big article and you would like to input that into a tool and just ask a summary out of it or a gist of it, right? Similarly, we have seen there are some great books, and the summary of that book or the gist or the core of that book is just provided in a few lines or a few pages. That is something which is more desirable, saves a lot of time for people, and people who do not have time to read the entire book might just would like to read those few pages and get the meaningful output of that book. So these are some of the practical applications of prompt engineering. There are a lot of other techniques as well in prompt engineering that we can talk about. So I'll have another series in this part where I'll talk about those techniques like chain of thoughts, prefix tuning, and few more techniques, right? So thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.